All right, here we are with just a couple of weeks left in the regular season, and we legitimately get to talk about playoffs. Now, last night's results by the Browns losing, you'd think that was a bad loss, but they didn't change the playoff structure at all with that loss last night.
No, they're still the fifth seed for the playoffs. So, but the thing is that they have to be, a little bit careful about is that they are bunched up there, and you do have the Dolphins, and you do have the Ravens, kind of right behind there. Now the Dolphins have a pretty tough schedule the rest of the way, but the Ravens, they can still win. They have a good chance of actually winning out and ending up in the playoffs. So
it's a horrible schedule.
You have to be careful for the last AFC wildcard spots.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that again. Point out a couple of different teams here. There you see the Chiefs playing steadily. Steelers at 11-2. They were unbeaten a couple of weeks ago, and the list goes on with the Bills. A lot of people saw the Bills for the first time over the weekend, and I think they were pretty impressed. And Allen has, just like advertised, has a tremendous arm. So it'll be interesting to see all that as it shakes on. Mary Kay, is there anybody that scares you more than anybody else on that list to see who the Browns might wind up playing in round number one? Who would you like to see, and who would you not like to see?
It's tough. It's tough to say, because I think the Bills are going to be. That's going to be a tough. That's going to be a tough team to beat. That's going to be another one of those games where, if it's as advertised and goes the way you think that it will, it's going to be a tough, hard-fought football game. I really like Josh Allen. I always have. I don't know. I don't know. Can you beat Tennessee twice in the same season? I don't know. I think Derrick Henry would probably have something to say about that. He was very mad about the way that he played in that game. So sometimes you don't want to go try to play again a team that you have already beaten. Because they know more about you, and they've got something to prove now. So the Colts are in that situation.
Yeah, that being said, the only one that scares me more, well, if anybody gets there, if they get there, they deserve to be there. But I think Kansas City is the one that concerns me more than anybody else. I don't want to see Kansas City early on in the postseason or in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't matter, and we saw this past weekend. No lead is safe when Patrick Mahomes is the quarterback, okay? It's just not. He can come back from anything, and he has his team always believing that he can come back from anything. Sort of the same feeling that the Browns had yesterday with Baker Mayfield. But these guys have a history of it with Patrick, where they've seen him just come back time and time and time again from huge deficits. And we've seen that the Browns defense is sort of vulnerable in certain spots right now. Although I do think that by the time the playoffs roll around, they might have Ronnie Harrison back, and they should have Denzel Ward back.